Hi there. We are making a video for women of the Amsterdam region about women's ultimate.
I'm Christina, and I'm going to be speaking from the perspective of the board of the local club here in Amsterdam.
And I'm Lisa. I'm going to be talking to you as the captain of the high-level women's team of Amsterdam, Damn Girl, but also as a member of a Amsterdam mixed team called Rusty Bikes.
And we wanted to make this video to sort of clarify some things. We know that there has been some confusion and frustration about the proposed changes within the club for 2018. And so instead of sending you more long emails, we wanted to sort of explain what these changes are, why we're making these changes, and also sort of the process we went through to come to these decisions so that you guys can understand where we're coming from.
Cool. But before we talk about these changes, I want to quickly take you back to about a year and a half ago when Tjeerd approached me. He is the president of the Amsterdam Club, and he approached me as well as several other women about starting a women's team, a high-level women's team. This was a really innovative idea because a lot of these high-level women's teams played on completely different teams, and a bunch of them had never actually played together before. So I was definitely intrigued, but I was also a little hesitant because, like I said, I also play for the mixed team Rusty Bikes, and I'm very much invested in that as well. So when he asked me, I was like, okay. And then we went forward, we planned these things, and as you might know, we played a really cool first season with Damn Girl. I think that has been a fantastic development for Women's Ultimate, and we've had a really fun first season together, but we want to see this through in the future. And that's why we're talking to you now.
So, kind of going off of that, the board of the club, as well as team leaders from around the club, so we're talking about the team leaders from all of the year-round teams, the men's teams, mixed teams, and women's teams, all got together at the end of last year to discuss how we wanted to move forward with the club in the years to come and kind of create a good, solid, long-term vision for growth. And it became quite obvious that a really big problem that we have is that we just simply do not have enough women in Amsterdam to field a high-level women's team as well as a really high-level mixed team, let alone two high-level mixed teams, which is what we tried to do last year. The women are constantly getting pulled in multiple directions, the result of which has been that the women's teams that have kind of developed in the club in the past have survived a couple of seasons and then fallen apart because women are getting stretched too thin. And we're a bit afraid that this might happen with Damn Girl unless we make some actionable changes to prevent that. So we want to really break that cycle. And that's why the decision was made to really focus on Women's Ultimate in 2018. So our plan, in order to really boost the women's scene here, is sort of threefold. We've got three main parts. First, we want to really build a strong base for this women's team. We're going to continue to build off of what we've created with Damn Girl last year. We want to encourage all of the women in and around Amsterdam to try out for this first team, particularly coming to tryouts, even if you don't think you're good enough to make that team, because it's going to be a really awesome learning opportunity. And through this team, we're going to get women on board and have them learn from each other, learn from other high-level women, perhaps take roles on the field that they never got to take before as part of their mixed teams or other teams they've played with, and really build kind of a self-sustainable base so that this team can just continue year after year. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to be offering individual skill sessions. There's going to be 2 of them, specifically for women, a higher level one and a lower level one. To really get women to hone their skills and also learn from the other women around them. And the idea behind that is that some of the women who maybe aren't quite good enough to make the first women's team this year are going to be coming to those skill sessions, working hard, learning from the high-level women, and then next year, after a year of lots of training, are going to be totally ready to kick it with Damn Girl, and that's going to be super cool. And then the third thing we're going to do is we really want to showcase the women in the club. So that we can recruit new members. Right now, if you look at the beginners courses in City League, you can see women are very much outnumbered. So we really want to grow the women's program, showcase the women that we do have here in Amsterdam so that girls who kind of are interested in the sport and come out to City League see, oh, there's all these really awesome women playing. Yeah, I want to stick with this and I want to keep playing as well. So those are the kind of 3 main steps. And the result, if we do this well and if we really all get on board with this, is that in a few years' time, we'll hopefully have full gender equity within the club, which would be amazing. And even better, we won't have to fight over women anymore. There's going to be plenty of women to go around to play on high-level mixed teams, high-level women's teams, etc.
Cool. Okay, I really like where the board's going with this, and their long-term vision is very well thought out. But this obviously has a big effect on mainly the mixed teams in Amsterdam, of which I'm also a part. I want to explain to you that this discussion within the Rusty Bikes that we've had about these changes was not an easy one. The bikes have been playing together for 7 years, building chemistry together for 7 years, but also building really deep friendships. And I really love playing with these people. Talking about potentially ending a weekly training session together and talking about how to move forward instead and how we would remain in contact as friends, as teammates, was a really difficult and emotional discussion for all of us. And by no means easy. And I think exactly the same goes for players of the Fresh Herbs, the other mixed team, who also have been building so much together and have had such a positive experience playing together. So I understand that this has been super difficult. It has been difficult for me. But I also see the positivity that comes out of Damn Girl and has been this past season. And I also really love Women's Ultimate. And I think it's really important that we invest in this. The path has been cleared. Let's get together and do this.
So we realized that, these are kind of difficult changes. And this is going to be a process. It's going to take some time to really grow this women's program. But we think our vision is really strong, and we think that we have a lot of potential. And what we really need now is we need all of your buy-in. We need all of you to get on board with this project. Join us to help grow the women's program here in Amsterdam.
Cool. Now that you're blown away by the vision of the board, I want to tell you a little bit about the upcoming Damn Girl season. First off, a little bit of a change from last year is that we're going to have 2 weekly team trainings rather than 1. Previously, we had 1 mixed training a week and 1 women's training a week for many of the Amsterdam women. We're now opting for 2 trainings a week because obviously if we want to build this team and be serious about it, we're going to learn so much more and we're going to grow so much more together if we have 2 trainings a week instead of 1. So that's why we've decided for that. I understand that some women might feel sad that they won't be able to play mixed again, but they will be able to play mixed again in the fall when we form the mixed season. Apart from these trainings, we're going to be playing the Dutch outdoor competition this spring, as well as several tournaments, which are all listed in our tryout form. Another really exciting thing I want to mention right now is that we're going to be hosting a Eurostar clinic right here in Amsterdam in March. So a lot of exciting things to look forward to. I'm very excited about what's ahead, and I hope that you are too. But like Christina said, we need your buy-in. So, very cheesy, here we go. This is a call to all the women in this region. Let's get together, let's unite, let's play at Women's Ultimate together and get a kick-ass team, because we can do it. Like I said, the path has been cleared. Now is the time to sign up for tryouts and play together. Let's do this. Girl power.
Woohoo!